What's up, Navigating Academia family? This is your buddy and personal academic mentor, Dr. J. Phoenix Singh, your resident expert in terms of everything having to do with how to get into your dream clinical psychology PhD program. You guys know as well as I do that the rates of acceptance are hovering anywhere between 0.5 to 4% for these ultra competitive programs, 89% of which provide you with a complete tuition rate waiver in the United States as well as Canada. So if you want help perfecting your application materials, your personal statement, your CV, your letters of recommendation, mastering the GRE, everything, including finding schools and deciding if this is even the career for you, go ahead and hit me up down here and book a session so that we can talk about it one-on-one. But today we're going to be talking about a really important subject, which is what are the top 10 worst clinical psychology PhD programs in the US and Canada. Now, this is really hard to be able to operationalize what the worst programs are. It's a lot easier actually for PsyD programs, but for PhD programs in this field, it's a lot harder. Why? Because you may have a program which is just not good, but the number one academic, the number one researcher in your field happens to be in the psychology department at this university, is accepting students. They have, a buku bucks reputation in terms of getting grant money, in terms of publishing, in terms of being very well networked in the field, and in terms of making seminal contributions when it comes to the research literature that you're most fascinated by. In those sorts of cases, those are the only ones that I recommend that you apply to any of the schools we're going to be talking about today. Why? Because if you want to become a licensed clinician, you don't obviously just do all of your coursework in grad school. You have to match with an APA-approved internship site. So that's what we're going to be talking about today when it comes to this practicum. What are the universities, the top, or when I say top 10 worst, I suppose, bottom 10 maybe, right? Programs in the US and Canada in terms of the lowest match rates. So if you want to apply to any of these programs, what I just mentioned is the only reason you should do it. Let's hop right in. Number one, the worst, is the Ponce School of Medicine and Health Sciences. And every single program here is not on probation. They're not contingently approved by the APA. These are APA-approved programs, okay? So, Ponce School of Medicine and Health Sciences, match rate, 2.78%. Okay? Next, Carlos Albizu University San Juan campus, also one of the worst PsyD programs in terms of match rate. For their PhD program, though, match rate 4.3%. All right, next one. I was surprised by this. University of Alaska at Fairbanks and Anchorage, 7.69%. Was actually surprised on that one. Next one, Fielding Graduate University, which a number of you have heard about, I'm sure. 18.42% for a school that a lot of people have brought up with me in the past in terms of having some interest, not looking good, okay, for their PhD. The next one, and you're going to see Alliant has some solid PsyD programs. Not at their Fresno campus. Do not apply to that program. They have garbage match rate. But for their PhD programs, don't apply to an Alliant university. Sorry, I'm telling you right now. Love you, Alliant. I can't support it. Why? Because you're going to see them 4 times. 4 out of the 10 worst match rates are at Alliance, okay? So, Alliant International University of Fresno, match rate 25.81%. Next one, University of South Alabama, match rate 35.29%. Next, Alliant International University, LA campus, 35.62%. Next is Alliant International University, San Francisco Bay, 40%. Next, I was very surprised by this one as well. University of North Carolina at Charlotte, right? The UNCs tend to be amazing schools, and I'm sure that this isn't a bad school, but the match rate, again, is also 40%. I was very surprised by that. And last but not least, Alliant International University, San Diego, 45.36%. So if you learn one thing out of this, don't apply to Alliant when it comes to clinical psych PhD programs, right? If you want this full list, and this research was done ironically at one of the campuses at University of North Carolina, right? What I want you to do is to go to tinyurl.com/navigating academia, then the number 7, right? And you can basically download the spreadsheet that has all of this information for you so that if you're interested in several programs, you can go on there and kind of take a look, okay? So thank you guys again so much for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content, and share this video with your friends, colleagues, and students. Be sure to hit me up down here at the website below if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, and we'll talk soon. Peace.